All right, welcome to another episode of What's Good, Cheyenne. And I'm your host, JP Fluellen, and this is Curtis Laggy.
Charmed again.
Charmed again.
Yeah, just like last week.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so it is the show about what is good in Cheyenne, Wyoming. And this week is Frontier Days week. And what is it that we can get excited about, which is food, fun, family, and bulls, I guess.
Hopefully warmer weather too.
Hopefully, hopefully. It's
It's
funny. A few years ago, we had so much hail that it flooded downtown one
I
year.
remember that.
So
Now it's cold. It's normally not this cold. Usually by Frontier Days, it's the wind has stopped, which we don't have much wind like compared to usually, but it's down to the lower 60s right now. So it's this is not normal.
yeah, it is definitely. I mean, not never consistent like it's been. This has been a weird year for consistently uh
Yeah.
below average weather. I feel like. And I'm no Don Day, but I feel like it's been abnormally cooler summer this
Yeah.
year, and wetter and more humid.
I almost expect to start snowing.
Yeah, right.
I shouldn't say that. I may have just jinxed everything.
Yes, don't do that because then it's gonna, be 105 degrees and
I'll
no.
take that.
Yeah, you can have it. I don't do well in heat and humidity, so this Wyoming has been a wonderful a move for me and my family.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Not much
other
on
than
cold, so
elevation, if you got heart issues or you can't breathe, and we're at 6,000 feet above sea level, so that might not work out so well. It took me like
that
a year to get fully acclimated when I first moved here.
that happened. There was someone who bought a house here in Cheyenne. I helped him buy it, sight unseen. And I can't remember where she was from, the over in like the California area. I'm not sure if it was
Mhm.
California. She moved here. Her asthma kicked in. She could not breathe here without oxygen. So she had to sell it like with less than a year. It
Yeah.
was back on the market, I think, in 3 months. And so that's one thing to consider if you're moving to Wyoming or any place with a higher elevation. I mean, Colorado or any of those. If you have if you have problems with breathing and everything, might not be a good move for you. But on the other side, if you're training in sports and you train at this elevation, then you go play the teams at lower elevations, you're going to kick their butt.
Yeah. Yep, it's crazy, but but if you just want to come and visit and check us out this for the next 10 days starting on Friday,
Yeah.
we have lots of concerts and rodeos going on. So anybody you can think of that's in the know or in the now in the country music scene is going to be playing in the next 10 days. So looks like we got Eric Church, Old Dominion, Zach
Tim McGraw.
Bryan,
Yeah.
who else? Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh, he has a place down here, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Ivan Moody actually has called Cheyenne his home now.
So he
And
doesn't have far to drive.
yeah, and ironically, he actually is a tenant of ours in one of our buildings.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah,
So you
so
can get your tickets.
I should be able to get free tickets to any Five Finger Death Punch concert on the planet, but I don't. So
Oh, well.
um,
Oh, well. Yeah,
as
and all diets go
long
out the
as he
window.
pays rent, we're good.
All
Um,
diets during Frontier Days goes away because everyone's eating all the carnival food. So
yes, if you want get your turkey leg, get your funnel cakes. I got to get a funnel cake.
yeah, and
Yeah.
there's stuff going on all over town too. There's the melodramas, and there's all kinds of if you want to buy the Western wear, we have 3 places you can buy nothing but Western wear, boots and hats, and a lot of people are surprised the price of a good pair of boots and a good belt buckle. They're not cheap, but ooh, do they look cool?
They do, yes. And you might be able to negotiate some better deals, because but who knows? I mean, but you can get all of your stuff all in one place. And you can actually go to Frontier Days and shop without actually having to pay for admission.
Yeah, yep.
So
And does real estate stop during Frontier Days? No, a lot of agents do, but you and I know are still showing places and still doing deals, still doing closing during Frontier Days. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's not taking our time 24 hours a day. So
Yeah, buyers are still here. You know,
yeah,
I'm hearing
sellers are
a
still
lot
wanting
of
to sell.
places along around the country right now that it's a weird space of low inventory and low sales, which is
Yeah,
really bizarre. And it's because, the Fed keeps jacking with the rate. And so it's messing with people's logical thinking process, you know.
yeah.
So,
And I hear that from the national news that a lot of buyers are waiting for the rates to drop. From what I understand, that could be a while.
yeah, if I had a crystal ball right now, I would predict that rates are probably going to be either at where they're at right now or higher.
Yeah. So the best advice to give buyers is save up money. Save it. The larger the down payment you can put, it's kind of like a car. The larger down payment, the less your monthly payment's going to be. So
Yeah, I would say larger down payment or just do more negotiating.
yeah,
You
and
know,
good credit.
launch that first offer at 30, 40,000 off and see if you can get it down to,
Yeah.
a price that's more affordable at the new interest rates. I just saw one the other day. It was like $75,000 less than asking. And the
Oh,
seller was like done because they'd owned it forever, you know.
yeah.
And that's something you can do too is have a real estate agent do some research for you and see how long they've owned the property and see what their equity position is.
Yeah.
There
It's
are
easy for us to
there
do
are
that.
some apps out there that you can find their equity position.
Yeah.
And then you can make an offer based on that, and then you can see where they land. Because sometimes they might be more motivated than they're letting on, because
Yeah.
they're thinking, because this is the classic. When you list a property, they're like, "Hey, well, let's just go ahead and list that higher than what things are selling for over there, and then if we need to, we'll lower the price."
Oh, yeah.
And that's just a really bad strategy because you're eliminating opportunity because people are not stupid. They can go on Zillow and get a general idea of what houses are worth. And if you're outside of that norm, then you're missing opportunities. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's
And if
I have a pricing pyramid that says you're only hitting about 10% of the possible buyers for your home if you overprice it.
yeah.
Whereas if you price it at what things are actually selling at market rate, then you're hitting about 60% of the buyers.
Yeah. If it's way too high, people aren't even going to look at it.
Yep. And if
They're not
you're
going to.
lower than market rate, then you're getting about 90% opportunity. At
That's when you get a bidding war going.
bidding wars, I've done that. I did that by accident on one of my houses. It actually
I
worked
have
out in
to.
our favor. We got an offer for like 20,000 over asking.
Yeah. Yeah. That happened to me. I had one that was, they were just wanting to get rid of it because it was the seller, the owner had passed away. So his parents wanted to sell it way under market. And I think we had 20 offers.
Woo!
And so we said, last and final offer. Well, 18 of them came back. So we had to make a decision. And it sold for a really good price.
Nice, very nice. So those are always it's risky, but yet it's very
It's a gamble.
it
Yeah.
is a gamble. So
Because the bad part is you might get a full price offer and nothing else. And it might give you less than 24 hours to respond.
yep. Um, yeah, I was just looking to see what's going on with the Outlaw this week because there's always something going on during Frontier Week. They still have Fridays on the Plaza even during Frontier Days.
Yeah.
They've actually been getting some pretty big names this year, which I'm actually kind of shocked that Cheyenne's able to pull in some pretty decent sized um, bands and stuff to perform.
And
So,
it's not super packed, but it is full of people every Friday.
yep. Yeah, I'm just looking to see what they've got going on even at the Outlaw this week. Um,
And the other thing is we're not too far from the Black Hills. So after Frontier Days is the rally. I used to live up and I worked in Deadwood and lived in Spearfish. So the rally's not just Sturgis because they're small towns. It's all the Black Hills towns. Deadwood, Leeds, Spearfish, uh, Belfouche is another one, and of course Sturgis.
very nice. Yeah, so they're having 20 hands high. CW and 20 hands high is the CFD after party at the Outlaw. It looks like they're playing a couple days. It's only like $10 to go. So,
Not bad at all.
and yeah. So Southern Fried's playing, which is a local band. Um, Chauncey Williams, Hairball.
I like that name.
So it's Hairball is a band that's like all your favorite 80s type bands, and it's a band that does those kinds of that kind of music if you like 80s music. And this is
Yeah.
all going down on the week of Frontier Days. So yeah,
And who
should
doesn't like 80s music? So
be pretty awesome. Yeah, Hairball is playing, and so get your ratted hair out, and your lots of hairspray and leg warmers, and let's rock and roll. So yeah, anything else, Curtis, you want to talk about?
no, I'm glad that it's busy. I have inspections to do for a house today for a buyer. I have other buyers I was showing yesterday. They're thinking about making offers. So don't believe the hype that no one's buying houses because the market's so stagnant and it's going to implode. No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's doing very well.
Yeah, that's crap. It's
Well,
bull.
even showing houses yesterday. One had just hit the market. It was at a right price, like we said, and they were running us in shifts. Everyone had 15 minutes to show that look at that house and then get out for the next person.
I had that.
Because yeah, so
I had like
that's a
37
really good
showings
sign.
in 5 hours.
Yeah, that's a good sign when they're running them in shifts. Because I said, what can I go? Can I see it? Well, we have this slot here and this slot here that's open on them. Oh, I guess it is still going good in the market.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if you're thinking about visiting Cheyenne this week, Frontier Days kicks off on the 21st and goes through the following Sunday. And just go to Frontier
Rodeo.
Days. What is their website here?
CFDrodeo.com.
CFDrodeo.com for all of your weekly festivities. If not, go to Visit Cheyenne. There's plenty to see on there. What's going on this week as far as what the city is doing, along with the free pancake breakfast on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Wednesday is Cheyenne Day, so most businesses will be closed in Cheyenne to soak in the festivities. And as always, this episode is brought to you by Java Mortgage, javamortgage.com, where we have a second look guarantee. If we can't beat the current deal that you have, we'll give you $100 gift card to
And
home.
he's very fast too. He's really fast.
Yep. And if you want to get more of what we're doing, you can go to successagent.com and listen to the podcasts that we have available there. Or you can go check out Curtis on his channel,
Yeah.
Curtis Lackey Homes or Curtis
Kurt
Lackey.
Lackey Homes.
Kurt Lackey Homes, and you can shoot him a text or shoot him an email, or you can hit me up on all the DMs. You can just DM me on all your favorite socials at JP Fluellen. And anything else?
I think we've covered it for this week because, like I said, it's beginning of Frontier Days this Friday. So when we're talking next week, we'll be right in the middle of it.
Yes, yes. All right, sounds good. Well, that concludes another episode of What's Good, Cheyenne. Catch you guys next time. Peace.